Hey everyone, so I have two of the best budget tablets you can buy right now. On the left is the 2020 Amazon Fire HD8 Plus, which gives you 3 gigabytes of RAM over the non-plus version, which only gives you 2 gigabytes of RAM. This goes for, here in the US, $110 when not on sale. When on sale goes for less than $100. Very good bargain, even at 110 bucks. On the right is the 2021 Samsung Tab A7 Lite. This is the 4 gigabyte RAM version. The cheaper versions will have only 3 gigabytes of RAM, and I would recommend getting the 4 gigabyte version like I have here. This goes for $200 when not on sale. Of course, when it goes on sale, it goes for cheaper than that. I believe I got mine for like 140 or 150, somewhere around there, maybe a little bit cheaper. This was a while back. So again, I would recommend these versions over their cheaper versions. The extra gigabyte of RAM will just future proof these tablets, and it just makes them a little bit better overall. For comparisons wise, I would say the Amazon Fire, at least in my experience, is actually a little bit better at gaming. Both devices can do most games in low to medium graphics, but the Amazon just seems to have a little bit less lag, and again, in my experience at least, than what the A7 Lite has. Again, it depends on the game though. The A7 Lite, as you can see, has smaller bezels. The bounds are about the same. It's actually a little bit thinner, a little bit taller, and not quite as wide as the Amazon is. The Samsung is also a little bit better, a little bit more higher quality stuff. It's not just plastic, whereas the Amazon here is basically all plastic. Now they do say this is more resistant because it is plastic, so if you drop it on the ground, your kid drops it on the ground, whatever, it doesn't have glass to where it's going to shatter like this might shatter on you. But if you're careful with both, it really shouldn't matter. But the overall quality, I would say, is Samsung is just a little bit better. It's just a little bit nicer materials. It just looks a bit more premium. Screen wise, again, the Samsung is just a little bit better. Both are decent, but to me the Samsung is just looks a bit better. The colors are just a bit more vibrant. Just looks nicer. The Samsung also has 8.7-inch display, whereas the Amazon only has an 8-inch display. But you can see the ratio, the aspect ratios are a little bit different on them as well. So again, this is a little bit thinner but taller than the Amazon is. Both of these do have USB Type-C to charge them up. They both do charge decently fast. I do believe the Samsung is a little bit faster at charging though. If that means anything to you guys, how fast these charge. Both of them do have headphone jacks, as we'll show off here. So they have headphone jack there, and then USB Type-C like we just said. Whereas on the Amazon is right down here, and again USB Type-C. The Amazon has dual speakers. They are decent. One there, one there. They sound pretty good. They're just not the loudest. Whereas the Samsung here has dual speakers as well. One there and one there. But these are definitely get louder. And they do sound good as well. So if you do want which one has the best speakers, it's going to be the Samsung. Again, they just get louder and they both sound good. Next, we'll just do a quick speed test comparison here for online browsing. We are on Google Chrome for both of these. I did not clear the history, but both of these been to cars.com, so it is still a fair comparison here. So we will go 1, 2, and one more thing I want to quickly note here is you have on the Samsung this nice little arrows, so you can see up on my word type. You can just go back and forth without having to use your finger and try to pinpoint it. It's just super nice. It's like an actual computer in that sense. Just something that's very nice on the Samsung tablets. Go here to cars.com. Camera's really not liking this. So we will just go ahead. Go ahead and just do a quick search here. Don't know what that zip code is, but it's where they both think I am. But it is not true. So this is where the Samsung is going to be actually a little bit faster. Sure, I can never afford one of these, but sure. Go ahead and hit that. You guys can see the Samsung just gonna be a little bit faster here on internet speed. It's also a little bit less choppy. Okay. Let's do one more test here real fast. And both of these are just fine for internet browsing, but the Samsung is for the most part going to be a little bit faster. Just has a bit of a better processor in it for this type of thing. Don't care. Again, both of these screens do look nice, but I would say the Samsung looks a little bit nicer. It's just the colors a little bit more colorful, and the blacks are a bit more black. These just look a little bit nicer. It's also a little bit more, what's the word, clear. And again, not that this is bad looking. I don't think I can zoom in on this. It just looks a little bit more. This looks a little bit better. The display is just a little bit nicer. They were not side by side. You would probably not notice that whatsoever. Next, we'll show off a quick comparison here for Roblox. We're just going to do Royal High. Again, one of the most seems to be one of the hardest games for tablets to play. See, we're in manual. We are just all the way down on graphics, or in the lowest graphics you can be in. We will just go to Sunset Island here. Then next we'll do it on the Amazon. Of course, we're starting here with the Samsung A7 Lite. And again, both of these are the better versions of these tablets. They both have the extra gigabyte of RAM over their base models. So this has 4 gigs of RAM instead of just 3. And of course, it has to be nighttime. Always nighttime whenever I try to make these videos. Oh, there we go. Good. It changed. Nighttime camera just does not like the nighttime. Okay, jump off the boat, buddy. Alright, so you guys can see there is a little bit of lag going on here. Take a quick look here at the waterfall. It's not moving. It's a little bit janky. Little puffs of smoke are a little bit slower than they should be. And it still does better than some tablets. Some tablets will just kick you out of this game. Looking at the Amazon Fire HD8 non-plus version, that will just kick you from this game. Won't even let you play whatsoever. But you guys can see it's a little bit janky. Is it playable? I wouldn't want to play it, but maybe some people would. And here we are on the Amazon Fire HD8 Plus. So we will go to all the way down, just like how we had it on the other one. Go back to Sunset Island here. Again, this is the better version with the 3 gigabytes of RAM instead of 2. I would not recommend the 2 gigabyte version at all. I think this is like $20 more for the extra gigabyte RAM, amongst other things. Again, it has to be nighttime, of course. We should be loading in on a boat. There's the boat. My camera does not like the nighttime in this game. I know, I'm sorry, this is hard to see. I did get off the boat. Hopefully you guys can see a decent amount of this. It's hard to, it's just, of course, it'd be nighttime. So again, looking at the waterfall, it's still a little bit janky. The puffs are better though. But you guys can see just moving around, it's just so much better. Like, there's no lag. Okay, there's tiny bits of lag every now and then. I shouldn't say there's no lag. Okay, get off the chair, please. But you can see it's nice and smooth. 99% of the time it's nice and smooth. and it looks good too. So it just works better than the other guy. Now for most games on Roblox, both of these will be about the same, but for certain games, the HD8 Plus, excuse me, does better. Again, for other games too, you guys can check out my gaming channel if you really want to see more games on both of these. Most games, these will be about the same, but for certain games, the HD8 Plus is just a little bit better. One more thing I want to mention too that isn't big by any means whatsoever, but one thing that the Samsung does I really like is the tap to wake feature that the Amazon does not do. So you tap it twice, it wakes up, you're good to go. That you have to hit the power button on top. Again, not a big deal whatsoever, just something there's something very small that I like that the Samsung does. So which of these would I recommend? Well, if you are going for the cheapest device you can buy, of course that's going to be the Amazon. Again, do not get the non-plus version, get the plus version. It's $20 more. Especially when they're on sale, they are super duper cheap. Even when they're not on sale, it's only $110 here in the US. So if you're going for the cheapest tablet, that is the one. Say if you're going to be doing mostly gaming on it, again, I would go with the Amazon. It just seems to game a little bit better than the Samsung, which to me is weird, but it is. If you want the best display of these two, the Samsung is going to be the winner there. Not by a whole lot, but it is definitely a little bit better. If you want the most premium looking one, again, I'd go with the Samsung. It just has a bit more premium. It's just a bit more premium quality to it. It isn't all plastic like the Amazon is. Again, something that doesn't bother me, but might bother other people. If you want the fastest tablet out of these two for normal internet browsing, again, go with the Samsung. It is a little bit faster. The processor in it is just a little bit better for that than the Amazon's. If you want a little bit of a bigger display, again, 8.7 compared to just 8, that is going to be the Samsung, but as you can see how they are right next to each other, there's really not that much of a difference. If I did not know the actual size difference between them, I would guess they were about the same. But I mean, this is more almost all screen where that has bigger bezels. But if you want the best speakers, again, I did not show that off in this video, but it would be that guy right there, the Samsung again. They both sound, again, both tablets sound good. It's just the Samsung does get a bit louder. So basically, unless you are doing a lot of gaming, the Samsung is going to be the better tablet. But you guys can decide if you think the almost $100, almost double the money is worth it for the Samsung or the Amazon. Again, but if you're gonna be doing a lot of gaming, I would get the Amazon. Or even for $180 at normal price, you can get the Amazon Fire HD 10 Plus. Again, do not get the 10, get the 10 Plus. So again, if you were to buy one of these two tablets, I would recommend the versions I have here. The Plus with 3 gigabytes of RAM over 2 on the non-Plus version. And then this is the more expensive one with 4 gigabytes of RAM over just 3. And again, both of these do have expandable storage with a micro SD card. I did not mention that yet, but they both do. I believe they can both go up to 1 terabyte cards. So you guys let me know what you think. As always, I really do appreciate you. Hope you guys have a good one. See y'all next time. Goodbye.